Celtic finished the season and kept possession of their Premiership trophy, but how many of their players will be kept when it comes to keep or sell? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. We are back this time with the Celtic squad list. We've already did Rangers, and surprise, surprise, most of the players in the Rangers squad were expendable. You know, they were shite.
They weren't exactly Sylvester Stallone though.
No, they weren't. No, they weren't really they weren't really a high team of mercenaries. Maybe well-paid mercenaries that don't deliver on the job. But anyways, yeah, not many of the Rangers players were kept. I believe 2 went in the must-keep category. I think Celtic will have a lot more than that. You look at Celtic, they definitely have a lot more key players than Rangers. They have a lot more sellable assets than Rangers. You look at the Rangers squad and there's probably only a couple of players that you would really think would be a big loss, whereas with Celtic, I reckon you've got at least 6 or 7 players that are key players in this squad and you definitely do not want to lose. But we will lose a few of them at least. So we've got 4 categories: must keep, loan, sell. Sell's obviously for players that are either shite or it just makes sense to sell them due to financial reasons or for injury reasons. Loan, or for players that could potentially do something later on in the club but might benefit from a loan period out. Maybe they're not good enough to get into the first team or any sort of team right now. Keep is players that are good and that are a good addition to the club. And then obviously you've got your must keep, and that is your key players. You know, the players that make a difference when they're on the pitch. The players that essentially win you trophies. The players that have contributed to the last 3 league titles for Celtic Football Club. With that said, I think I'm going to get straight in to the first player here. None other than Dyson Maeda.
I would say must keep. I think Dyson Maeda is very unique. Yes, his finishing is as poor as somebody out in the street, but at the end of the day,
is it as poor as Dessers?
It might rival Dessers, but the guy is one of a kind. He's not Rob Van Dam, but he's good. He can
the gas tank, the energy, the speed. I mean, he offers you something that not many other players can.
I'm not saying he'll be top.
Plus, he starts for Japan.
No, he starts for Japan, right?
That must mean something.
But
Kyogo can't even get picked for Japan.
He has James Tavernier on a leash.
It's kind of crazy, though, that Kyogo never got picked for Japan, yet this guy starts a lot of games.
True. Up next, we've got Marco Attilio, I believe it is. So
I would just sell. I haven't really seen enough of the guy, but anytime I have seen him, he hasn't really done much for me.
Yeah, we're going to have to agree with that. Right, up next, we have got Kobayashi. Hasn't even played a game this season, I believe, so I mean, it has to be sell. He's not good enough. He's not good. It's not even a loan, it's sell.
Yeah, he's came in. Was he given a chance? I mean, he probably was. Just hasn't really worked for the guy. Time to get rid.
Yeah. Right. Up next, we've got Luis Palma. Not good, but I don't think it's quite sell yet. I think he's a decent enough squad player to keep.
It was weird because there's times where Celtic fans were saying he was the best winger they had. But it seems to be the longer the seasons went on, he's went into a decline. He's got worse. He's been less impressive.
Yeah, we'll put him in keep, yep.
Just about.
Just about.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if next season he's in sell.
Yeah. Up next, we've got Kwon. No, sorry, Stephen Welsh. Jesus, what?
Last time I looked, Stephen Welsh and Kwon look a wee bit different, but...
They do, but will they be in different categories? I'm going to go with Stephen Welsh to go and sell.
Yeah, look, you could loan him out, but I just don't think guys are going to be Celtic quality.
Yeah. I think it's the same with Kwon. I think he probably will go to St Mirren again, right? But I just don't see a future.
No.
I would say sell him.
I mean, could he be a Scottish Premiership player? Yes. Could he be a Celtic player? Probably not.
Right, up next we have got Liam Scales. I think this guy is getting bullied almost by the Celtic support. It's like he's Irish and he's a decent centre back to have.
Yeah, he's definitely in the keep category for me.
Yeah.
Now, can I understand where Celtic fans are coming from? They think that they need better than Liam Scales alongside Carter Vickers when it comes to Europe. Absolutely. But there's no reason why Liam Scales can't be a very good 3rd or 4th choice centre-back for Celtic. He's proved this season that he's capable.
Well, put it this way, right? See Liam Scales, I think he walks into the Rangers team.
On this season's performance, absolutely.
Aye, so up next we have got Yang. I'm going to say sell. He's just not good enough.
A wee bit similar to Palma, probably.
He's like Palma, but I'll give Palma the benefit of the doubt. I feel like there's a wee bit more to him.
I think Palma's added a wee bit more in terms of goals and assists.
Yeah.
Yang hasn't really done that.
Up next, we've got Scott Bay, and I feel like this guy's only there to get the quota for Europe.
I tell you what, the Asian recruitment has dropped off massively after the first season.
It has. I don't know if they're going to stick to it, but they're going to stick to Bain, or is it going to be Payne?
You probably keep him just because he is Scottish and he fills the quota, like. And I guess he's an okay number 2.
Right, we'll do that. Then we'll put him bottom of keep.
Do you disagree?
No, I agree. Right, you've lost Joe Hart, you're losing Seaghurst. There's really no reason to lose him.
Right, up next with Carter Vickers, must keep.
Top of must keep.
He is.
I tell you what, though, it's very... I was expecting more must keepers and keep.
Could just be we've got the shite players first.
It could be that, but talking of absolute shite, we've got Alexander O'Burnaby.
Oh God, sell. If you can still get any money for him, then cash in. But what a disaster he has been. I used to compare him to Yilmaz, but then Yilmaz started playing well, and I've never really seen Alexander Burnaby playing well. So yeah, just a failure of a signing.
Up next, Rio Hatate, just behind Carter Vickers.
Rio Hatate, I think underrated. I think he's a quality midfielder.
Underrated, and not quite underused.
And he just... I don't think he gets appreciated because he's in a midfield with Hatate. No, he is Hatate. I don't think he gets appreciated. I don't think he gets appreciated.
Is he in there with Mince?
Oh, maybe, aye. Mince and Tate's there. I don't think he gets appreciated because he's in a midfield with Callum McGregor and Matt O'Reilly. But yeah. I think he might be the best midfielder Celtic have.
Yeah. Right, up next we've got Adam Adea. You've kind of said that this guy's not a diddy man, but yeah, you know what? He scored crucial goals, and I would say he's almost near enough single-handedly helped Celtic win the league.
mean, he's scored goals, but I just don't see a great player here. I really don't. But
I'm going to say top of keep.
He scored important goals, but I tell you what, I've heard this price tag go as high as like 9-10 million.
What?
Absolutely not. When Celtic paid 9 million for Edouard, I mean, you were getting a great player. This guy is not Edouard. He scored a couple of crucial goals, but he is not a 9-10 million pound player.
I don't think he is either, right? But I think having him and Kyogo as your two strikers it's almost like Kyogo Giammakis levels.
Take away the goals though. I thought Giammakis was a better player.
Yes.
Than either.
Take away the goals. You know what? You have to include the fucking
goals.
No,
I am including the goals, but I just don't think overall he's a great player.
No, I agree with that, but he's stepping up and scoring goals. Is Cyril Dessers probably more technically sound than the guy?
I'd probably rather have Dessers than I.
He's not. I know he scored more goals, but crucial goals maybe not so much. Right, up next we've got Anthony Ralston. I'm going to go ahead and
probably
say...
bought my keep mentally.
I was going to say sell.
Well, it might be sell, but I mean, it's not.
No, it's fucking sell. He's no good enough. Yeah. Sorry.
Good enough. He's going to the Euros.
Fuck he is, isn't he?
Alright.
Well, he won that in a fucking bowl of icicles, didn't he?
I'd put him in the keep category now. I think he's a solid second backup option.
I think he is too.
We'll get him moved in.
No, sell.
What?
He's a decent backup option when the windows are closed, but when the windows are firmly open. Right, see the summer, you open your windies, don't you, because it's warm?
Aye.
So he should fuck off at the windy.
What, like a fly or something?
Aye, like a fly on the wall.
Blue bottle? Green bottle?
Aye, green bottle. Anyway, let's talk about Kyogo.
Must keep, I think.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with must keep. I'm going to lean towards, like, just in front of Maida, because he didn't have the best of seasons, and I don't think under Rodgers suits him, but he's still Kyogo.
He's still Kyogo. Still got that moments of brilliance, but yeah, definitely it's worth season at the free.
Up next, we've got a guy with blonde hair. Dare I say, is that Haksabanovic?
You want to shit yourself?
I might shit myself, I don't know.
I actually don't really know who this is. It could be Haksabanovic.
I've actually no idea.
We will skip him for now.
Wait, it has to be Haksabanovic.
Alright, then we'll just put him in sell.
It can only be... I actually think the guy we ranked earlier is Marco Tilio's knowing him. Because I think that's Mark. You know what? I'm not too convinced who's Marco Tilio, but if I don't know who you are, you just have to go and sell. But if this is shitey pants, he definitely belongs in here. At the end of the day, doesn't he?
Who's that Norwegian guy?
Oh, aye.
That they didn't like because he done something on Twitter.
There was only two genders he posted.
Aye. I think that's that guy that you've ranked. What was his name?
I can't remember.
Pretty much people were saying get him out. Ryan 118 said get him out.
Thiago Odenholm?
Aye. I think that's him.
Aye, but I agree with him. He's not good though.
I agree with his Twitter post.
Aye.
Only two genders. Like, I mean, I'd agree with that, but I don't think he's a good enough player for Celtic.
No, absolutely not. Up next, we've got and I think if we're keeping a day, has to go.
Has to go. Yeah, I just have not really been impressed by Doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, that's going to be self. Sorry, son. Right, up next, Alistair Johnson. I really do not like this guy, but here, I don't think he's actually must keep. I don't think he's that level. I don't.
No, I think he's.
He's top of keep, right? I think he's easily replaced. I know he came in and it was
easily replaced.
Easily replaced. So, yeah, I think he is
easily replaced.
Aye.
Right. Okay. Interesting.
I thought the first 6 months he came in and he fit like a glove compared to Juranovic, but I think last season he wasn't that good. But he still got one up in Rangers, which made him look good.
I'd probably put him in the bottom must keep, but fair enough. We'll stick with the top of keep for now.
Right, up next we got Seagarst.
Just sell. It's been does he not care about his career? He's literally wasted it. He was seen as a promising goalkeeper at Dundee United. This guy should have been a number one for someone in the Scottish Premiership for the past 3 seasons, but instead he's just been sitting collecting it. Here, he's probably made a lot of money at Celtic, but I mean, surely if you're a footballer with any ambition, you cannot be happy with the way your careers went. And he's probably done for now. He's probably never going to reach the levels that he was at.
No, I agree. I just don't think he will. Up next, we've got Greg Taylor.
I think Greg Taylor's all right. I mean, he always comes under criticism because he's not got a fancy name or whatever. But
right in there, though, isn't it? He's not must keep.
No, he's not must keep. No. Up next, we have Lagerbielke. Haven't really seen much of him. For that reason, it's probably selling.
I'm going to say loan. He's young.
Paid a lot of money though.
They did.
Can Celtic really afford to spend millions and then loan somebody out? That doesn't seem like.
I'm going to give my boys the benefit of the doubt, Clay. I think I will put him in loan. You know what? Rodgers signed 2 centre backs, right? And just refused to fucking use them. Is that the board's fault? I don't think they were that bad when they came in. I'll be honest. I don't think they were. So I'm going to say loan. Do you want to object to it or?
Look, I'll agree with it, but do you see where I'm coming from? See, if they spent 200k on this guy, I don't think there's any issue loaning them it. But when you're spending 3.5 million or whatever it was they spent on him, I just don't think Celtic can afford to spend that kind of money and then loan somebody out.
I agree, but here they've got the war chest, don't they?
Do they? They ain't spending it.
They ain't spending it, but James McCarthy has been definitely taking.
Hey, get this guy to fuck.
Yeah, this is.
Bought myself.
This is Irish guy. Let's get him in.
I'm kind of shocked his wee teammate, his wee buddy, James McLean, didn't join him at Celtic.
Apparently, he rejected Celtic for an English team. Not very Irish of him.
James McLean?
Aye.
Money speaks.
Money speaks. Doesn't mind spending that royal money, doesn't he?
That money with the Queen's face on it.
It will soon become the King's. King. Anyway, up next we have got Iwata.
I haven't seen a note with the King's face on it yet. Have they not printed any?
I haven't printed any yet.
Well, there you go.
But anyway, we've got Iwata. What?
Decent player, I'd say keep.
Yeah, I'm going to put him behind Scales. Up next, we have got Paulo Bernardo. Right, loan is probably going to cost about 6 million. I think he's a good player, but I just think for that Celtic midfield,
I would say
it's almost a waste of money.
I don't think he's worth 6 million.
It's not that I think it's a waste of money, but unless if you're losing O'Reilly and Atati, I think yes, bring him in. You know he's capable of doing something. But
well, I mean, if you're factoring in, maybe if O'Reilly's going, then maybe it's worth bringing them in. But if O'Reilly and Hattati are not going...
But we're simply doing this on what we think.
Yeah, but you cannot pay £6 million for a player that isn't going to be starting if the other 3 are fit. Because there's no doubt about it. At absolute best, he is Celtic's 4th best midfielder.
Yes, he's warming the bench. So...
yeah, you can't pay £6 million for that.
Yeah, we'll say sell then. Up next, we've got Matt O'Reilly. And I'm going to put him...
It must keep somewhere, isn't it?
I think just behind Carter Vickers. A lot of goals, a lot of assists, but I don't think he's as crucial to that Celtic team as Carter Vickers. I think Matt O'Reilly, if he leaves in the summer, I think Celtic can replace the goals and assists.
Plus, they have other good players in midfield. Celtic don't really have someone of Carter Ficker's quality at the back.
Yeah, it's like we're talking about with Bernardo. It's like if O'Reilly goes, I think that opens the door for him to come in. If Carter Ficker goes, I'm not seeing Lager Bielka or Stephen Welsh taking the torch.
Yeah, and we have seen that when Carter Ficker doesn't play and someone of lesser quality comes in next to Liam Scales, they almost drag Liam Scales down as well.
Yeah.
But, like, whereas if you're taking Matt O'Reilly out and you're putting a Bernardo in alongside McGregor and Hatate, they've got the quality to almost, like, help Bernardo, and it doesn't feel like you're losing as much.
Yeah. All right, up next we've got Callum McGregor. We got a super chat earlier saying this guy was the best midfielder in Scotland.
He's not better than John Well, in Scotland?
Aye.
You can make a claim. I don't agree with that, but I think that's a fair.
I'm going to say him in front of Kyogo. That's what I'm going. I think quality wise he's worse than the three in front of him.
Yeah, but he's a captain. Does that not?
Yeah, he's the captain, but
if you put a poll up and Celtic only had to look, they could keep one and lose one. Who do you think Celtic fans would rather keep between McGregor and O'Reilly?
I think they'd rather keep McGregor because he's the captain and he's just not worth as much money. How much is McGregor worth?
So does that not...
What age is he, 29, 30?
Fair. Is that not making more must keep than O'Reilly?
Yeah, to Celtic fans, but this is me and your list, buddy.
That's true.
We've got the green tinted specs on. Yo, I've never said that McGregor's bad, but I just don't think he's on the...
I've said he's overrated.
I don't think he's got the same quality as Hatate and O'Reilly. Nowhere near, actually.
No, I mean, you know,
but yo, see his leadership skills, obviously smokes him with that. His captain skills smokes him with that. But see in terms of like...
Big question is, who'll win more trophies, McGregor or Cantwell?
Don't know, maybe if Cantwell stays about 90 and McGregor drops dead tomorrow, we might be in with a race by the time we get to like 2080 or something, but...
Well, there you go.
All seriousness, no, that's not going to happen, right?
Speaking of trophies, James Forrest, he's won a shitload. I think he's not like the most successful player in Scottish football history.
See the flip-flopping over
Is he not, though?
He must be near enough, huh?
I think he is statistically the most... I think he overtook Scott Brown.
Well, there you go. And you know what? The amount of flip-flopping over this guy, oh, he has to go. He has to be the first name at the door. And then some people are like, oh, he's a crucial player. I'm not going
He's not a crucial player, right? He's a decent player that people gave a lot of shit for, right? He got undeserved hate at time. James Forrest is a good player. In his prime for Celtic, he was a great player. But those days are gone. Right now, he's someone you don't mind having on the bench. But Celtic fans, be honest, you don't want this guy in your starting 11.
No, he scored some crucial goals, right? Absolutely for Celtic this season. But I think he just shows off the lack of quality that Celtic have signed in transfer windows of years gone past. They haven't really been able to sign an all-out replacement for the guy. I mean, well, to be fair, I know
they've tried, but
they've tried, and yeah, Jota was there and he left. Right, examples like that. Abada, yeah. I mean, obviously no fault of his own, but for James Forrest, Celtic need to look to replace him. It's not a case of we'll replace him when he goes. They should be replacing him now. But I think it's if we're keeping Scott Bain, you have to keep James Forrest.
Absolutely.
All right, and I'm going to put him. I think that's where about he should go. Right, up next we've got Nicholas Kuhn.
Before we talk about Kuhn, it's actually crazy when you look at the Celtic wide areas. I mean, they have went from having Abada and Jota to fucking like Yang and Palma and having to put James Forrest in as a starting 11 player.
Yeah.
They really have lost
45-year-old James Forrest. Anyway, Nicholas Kuhn, Hugh Keevan said this guy's not Celtic quality. What do you think?
Yeah, when I seen him getting linked and the money, it looked like Celtic were wasting another £3 million.
It just looks like a panic buy to me. He's not good enough.
I'd sell him.
I'd sell him too. Absolutely. Just in front there. Up next, we've got... Oh, who in the name of Christ that's holy... Wait, hold on. What, the bus? Wait, Nicholas Kuhn? Boom, there we go. Nicholas Kuhn's in there. Who's that then?
Who's that guy? That's, is that not...
Is that the youngster?
Who?
Kelly?
Is it?
Or is it Rocco Fata?
Maybe Rocco Fata.
I think he's out of contract.
In that case, put him in loan then.
We'll put him. All right. Up next, we've got the Rocky.
I mean, who's this?
Can you smell that's the real Marco Tilio.
Up next, we have. It must be the Rocky up last.
I would say.
I'd say sell.
Yeah, if we're loaning Lagerbielke, sell the other one. And I think that's pretty much spot on. Rangers only had 2 in the must keep. Celtic have 6.
When you could maybe argue Alistair Johnson.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And I think the key difference is here is like with Celtic, you're looking to get rid of a lot of like players that are not really, they're not dead weight, but
they're just not Celtic quality.
They're not Celtic quality. I feel like with Rangers, it's like you're actually looking to get rid of dead weight that are actually like starting every game. With Celtic, the players that are starting every game are more or less keeper above.
And the only players that you're really getting rid of at Celtic are players that just don't play.
Yeah, that is it though, because if you look at must keep and keep here, right, it's pretty much players that are in the 18.
Yep.
But with Rangers, it's upside down.
It is, and it's going to be a hard window. I think it's going to be tough for Rangers to close the gap. So they got a better team if they keep these players. I mean, if Celtic keep the players that we have put in must keep and keep, I think they win a 4th title in a row next season.
Unless there's a miraculous. But anyway, guys, the miracle will be covered if it does happen on this channel. Stay tuned, like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, peace.